Hi everyone, my name is Anna. So as per what Ivan said is true, I'm an online real estate advisor, a podcaster, a co-author, an NLP practitioner, and then I'm also a mother of two lovely girls, aged 8 and 10. Okay, so for the past 10 to 15 years or so, I've been married. And I can say that I've been happily married to my husband. Okay, and life has been great ever since I married my husband. And so all my church mates whom I have not met for 15 to 20 years, whenever they see me, they say, "Oh, Anna, you're very lucky to have met this husband. He's exquisite." Okay, so what they didn't exactly know about how I met my husband is something that I really want to share with you today. I remember when I first met my husband, happened that it was also the time that I've just personally settled my own parents' divorce, whereby my mom and dad could no longer put up with each other over their differences in behavior and character. Also, it was also after I ended a 5-year relationship with a lousy ex-boyfriend. And at that point, I was really very, very down and feeling very, very unhappy with life. I felt in this world, love, relationship, family, none of that belongs on my plate for me. So when I met my husband and he says he wants to have a relationship with me, I told him that, look, Kelvin, I know you want a relationship, but how about a 3-month relationship? Let's try a 3-month relationship. If it works, then we'll continue and we'll renew it like a rental. If things are good, we'll renew. When things are no good, let's say goodbye to each other amicably and we don't have a heavy heart to move on. Okay? And so he agreed. After 3 months into the relationship, he actually told me he wanted to get married. But inside my mind, I was thinking, is he crazy? Is he really so silly to want to jump into marriage after knowing someone for just like 3 months into relationship? And for me, it was full of fear because I felt like my parents have just divorced and I'm the one who settled for them. And we were all plunged into financial struggles for a period of time. And I remember I had to cry so loudly below the escalator of Raffles MRT when our family could not make ends meet. So how destructive a divorce would be. And it comes usually after marriage. If you don't have a marriage, there wouldn't be a divorce. But eventually, our relationship was really good and it renewed and renewed and renewed. And eventually, after 1.5 years, he said, let's get married again and let's get a HDB. By then, I realized since my parents have been divorced and 5 years have passed for the MOP, minimum occupation for their property, it's time for them to sell. And very soon, me, my parents, and my 3 other younger siblings, the youngest who is 16 years younger than me, all of us will be homeless. And at that point, I felt I really need to make a decision. Should I marry this guy who seems very exquisite, very nice to me, very kind-hearted, with a big heart who wants to accept all of me? Or should I just tell him, no, I want a better man. I think I'm looking for something better. I'm not ready. But logically, as I thought about it, we really need a house, a shelter, a roof over our heads. So why not I take a plunge? And so I decided, okay, let's get married. But means when we get married, we must get a house. And that's how we're going to get married. And then he says, fine, we'll do that. And because of that, we got our HDB. Okay, I'm really lucky. For so many years, he's been very nice to me. Of course, the thinking of, will he end up being a jerk as well? Will he end up being a horrible husband as well? Has always been ringing, even up to the day before I married him. It's been ringing and ringing and ringing. But then I told myself, Anna, you need a house, you need a shelter. Your siblings need a place. At the same time, remember, you already handled one divorce. So you couldn't be afraid. Okay, if it happens again, all you need to do is to handle it again. Since you've done it before, so why are you so afraid? And what's going on is, why am I sharing this with you today? It's because I want to tell you that a lot of us came from broken families. And it doesn't mean that broken families, we have to stay broken forever. And then what I did was actually, I took what are the mistakes that my parents have done before, and I use it to my advantage. I learned where they went wrong, and I tell myself, you must not step into the same pothole again. And then I told myself, their mistakes need not be a photocopy print for me, for my life going forward. And so today, my sharing is actually to share with you that we can also create a better future, even though we came from broken families. Even though my parents are divorced, and so what? We can definitely have a better future. And for the past 15 years, I've been happily married, 2 girls, 1 loving husband, and we have traveled up to 10 countries. So a happy woman is telling you from broken family background. That's the end of my story. Thank you.